But one of the things that we haven't talked about that I think is critical to mention up here is the Christian evangelical alignment with Donald Trump. It is the most stunning, appalling thing to me. I've written a lot about it over the last number of weeks. I just had a piece. There's this book out in America right now called The Faith of Donald Trump by Brody and these guys, and I just dissembled that whole thing in an article that I wrote about. It's fake faith. And I hate to call somebody's faith fake, but I read this scripture that says faith without works is dead. So therefore, if you can treat, the way he talks on Twitter alone is problematic, but the white evangelical Christian movement, which is always has roots in the Republican Party and is conservative, you go back to Reagan and Daddy Bush, the Christian Coalition, they've kind of been revived again through Donald Trump. Here's a man that I haven't seen go to church once since he's been president. He calls it 2 Corinthians instead of 2 Corinthians. He doesn't have a clue what scripture actually means. He's the most ungodly man I've ever seen, and they love him. So again, it goes back to this fringe element within the new Republican Party that has infected it in a way that it's not the party of Lincoln anymore. It's not Dwight Eisenhower's Republican Party anymore. It's a very different Republican Party. And I just think that race is the subtext and gender, because in the evangelical world, women, you've seen Beth Moore, people like that in the Southern Baptist movement where women are kind of pushed down. You've had Christine Kane, one of your own from here, who's amazing. She's one of the voices where they've been loud about how women get treated in the church. And so it is, Trump has really tapped into all the elements of sexism and racism. And it's simply unbelievable that he's the president of the United States of America. It's very sobering.
It was fascinating to watch how quickly Me Too became Church Too.
Yes.
And if you analyse what was being said in Church Too was domestic abuse, actually.
Absolutely.
So it was very much what was happening in the homes, which kind of erupted. But then what happens with all of this? What happens with these stories and this dissent?